Hello everyone, welcome to today's tutorial. We will be talking about Microsoft Word, how to use Microsoft Word. Mind you, this course is a practical course and it is the introductory part to Microsoft Word. When we're talking about softwares, we mentioned that we have application software and system software. So Microsoft Word is example of an application software. Is one of the most widely used word processing applications in the world. It helps you to create, edit, format, and share documents such as letters, reports, resumes, and school assignment. Getting started, on your computer, you go to the Start. This place that you see the window icon, the Start menu, you click on it. Once you click on it, you see where to search for the applications that are on this computer. This particular computer is making use of Windows 7. They have different windows like Windows 10, Windows 11. So it's similar thing. So I'll be searching for Microsoft Word. You see, it has brought packages that are Microsoft related. So now we will be opening Microsoft Word 2010. Why you see it being named 2010, it simply means that this version of Microsoft Word that is on this computer is the 2010 version. We have the 2003 version, the 2007 version, 2010, 2013, 2019, and so on and so forth. So this actually shows that this one is the 2010 version, and there is no much difference in other versions. So let me click on it. Either I will double click it, that's the left click on my mouse, or I right click. If I right click, I click open. Okay, now the Microsoft Word has opened. Let me maximize it to make it larger. The Microsoft Word has opened. This particular point you are seeing here that is blinking, this is my insertion point. It simply means that if I type, that's where my typing starts from. It shows that that's where my typing starts from. So if I can bring it down, okay, to type anywhere I wish. So now, in this Microsoft Word environment, we have what we call ribbon, and all this is the ribbon. Then this place so is the title bar, where you see document 4. It means that this is the fourth document I'm opening. Document 4, Microsoft Word, this is the title bar. It actually shows the name or the title of your document. So this my own is named document 4. I can actually rename it as I desire. Now, this ribbon has different tabs. We have the home tab, the insert tab, page layout, references, mailing, review, and view. And then if you come down, we have the zoom. If I click on this plus, you see that my workspace will zoom. It will become larger. This is the zoom. If I click on the minus here, I can reduce it as I desire. Okay. Anything you type on Microsoft Word, anything you type on your keyboard will appear on this page. And this is basically the software used in typing and editing all kinds of documents. Let's start. Let me say my name. You can see I just typed my name. Anything I type on the keyboard, it must surely show on this workspace, which is white. This blank space, we call it workspace. Anything I type on my keyboard will surely show them. So once you can see my text size is 11, if you can see here. So let me make it bigger so that you can see my screen very well. Let me make it bigger. Okay. Now, on this home tab, we have what we call font. This place you see Calibri bracket body. This place is called font. Font in a layman's language is handwriting. If 2 or 3 people write something on a piece of paper, you will agree with me that their handwriting can never be the same. So the same thing happen in a computer. We have what we call handwriting. So this handwriting is different. So you can choose any handwriting you want to use in writing your text on your workspace. So let me highlight everything I type already. So to highlight, I will simply click Ctrl A. It means I've highlighted my text. So now if I go to the under the home tab, I go to this place, the right Calibri body. If I click on it, you see different languages, I mean different handwriting. You can see this one is Arial, this is another one. So you can use any one you wish to use depending on the type of document you are typing and if such handwriting is neat and appropriate for that particular document. So you can leave it as you want and as you desire. You can see it here. You see my text is changing to the handwriting. We call it font in computer. So you can leave it as you want. So I'll be leaving my own at this Algerian. Here I'll be leaving my own at Algerian. Then the second thing that I see on the home tab that is you must know is the size. That what I mean by size is the size of your font. After this font style or font type, you see where they write font size. So my own is 36. You can see 36 up here. It means that my own is at 36. So if it is too big for me, I can equally reduce it. So first of all, I will highlight from this insertion point here on my workspace. I will highlight my work by clicking Ctrl A. I've highlighted my work. I will go to the place you see 36. Click on this arrow that faces that goes down. Once you click on it, you can see different sizes. You see from 8, you see 9, 10, 11, 12. Any size you wish to put, you can put it to give you what you desire. So let's leave it at this 26. The next thing you would see that is also basic for you to understand is the color. If I want to change this text from black to any color, I will click on this place. This is called font color. If I click here now, you can see different color. You can see different color. You can see different color. Let me leave it at red. Okay. You see my text has changed to red. Okay, let me highlight it back. Now this place is for bold. If you want your work to be bold, you click here on this B icon. You see say the work will become bold. If once you click on it, you see my work is now bold than before. Then this other one is italic. If I want the work to be italic, if I don't want it to be bold again, I can simply click it again and it has changed. If I click it again, it will become bold. If I click on this I, here, the work will become italic. You see, it's a little bit slant than how it was before. It becomes italic. I can remove it from italic or I can leave it there if I desire. If I click on U, you see that it becomes underlined. You see my works becomes underlined if I highlight it and click U. If I click the U again, you see that the line is gone. Microsoft Word is very simple. It's as simple as ABC. Now what next? Then we have this place is for undo and here is redo. So now if I want to undo my work, which the shortcut is Ctrl Z. If I want to undo my work, I can click here. It will return me to the previous command. You can see this is undo and this is redo. Undo and redo. Let me explain it further. Let me clean on this. This is my second name, which is a sheet. Let me clean it. Okay. You see, I've cleaned it. So it's just my name is Ekemini. So if I click here again, I've undo the work. it has returned me back to where I was before, which was Ekemini A-Shade. If I click here again, you see that the name is gone. So if you make a mistake or you have deleted something and you want to go back to that thing, you simply click on this undo. It will return you back to where you was before. Then there is also a shortcut for it, which is Control Z. Another thing we will talk about on this home tab, okay? Then another thing, a tab we'll be talking about is the Insert tab. So this Insert tab, if you want to insert anything on your page, it can be picture, it can be table. Let's enter Insert. If you enter Insert, you can see table here. So this is one of the common things that you also insert as a beginner in your workspace. Maybe I want to draw a table. I can simply click on table. If I click on table, we have rows and columns. You can see. I can change it to what I desire. You see, now I've created a table. So which is very simple. This one is just different style of table. So you can leave it as you want. So this is to insert table, and you can only find that in this Insert tab. You can still see picture, you see clipboard, you see shapes. If I want to introduce shape into my workspace, I can click on shape. You see this is shape. I can draw a shape on my workspace, any kind of shape. If you go to Insert, okay. If you enter Insert, you see all kinds of shape here. If you need circle, oval, rectangles, you can enter any shape you want. Triangle, you can draw anyone as you desire. So that is for Insert button. And which other thing you can insert? Another thing you can insert is also picture. Let me delete them. You can also insert picture. If you click on picture, it has opened your folder of your computer. So you see pictures on my computer. These ones are pictures of our student. You can still see logo. The ones that I've saved already on my file manager. So I have different pictures here. So if I click on any one I desire, let's say I want to insert this logo, I can click on it, click on Insert. You see, I now have the logo on my page. I now have the logo on my workspace. I now have the logo on my workspace. Okay, that was for Insert. You see our page layout. Now the next tab on this ribbon is page layout. For this page layout, we have margins, we have orientation. Now margin, if you observe my insertion point earlier, this margin shows where you want to start typing your text. The space you want to leave either from the left, from the right, from the top, and from the down. That's the wideness of your work area. So if I click on normal, let me delete that table. If I go to margins now, if I click on normal, if I enter normal, you see where my insertion point starts. Let me click on it again. I enter wide. You see where my insertion point starts, where my text start, meaning that if I type, this is where my workspace is. I will not be able to type on this other area. You see different kinds of margins. Okay, then the next one is orientation. Under this orientation, we have the portrait and the landscape. The current workspace I'm working with is the portrait. If I enter landscape, it will change to landscape. It will change to landscape. So that is it for orientation. We have portrait and landscape, depending on the kind of document you are working on and this Then we still have the size. We still have the size under page layout. So this is the A3, the A4, the A5, the A6. That is the size of your document. So like this one, we are currently using A4. I can change it to any one I wish. Size. A6. You see it's becoming smaller. You see, click on size. These are different size, but mostly we make use of A4. That is the most common document size. Then this other one, as we progress, I will explain it further. We see our page color. That's to change the color of my page. Before it was white. It's white that you use mostly, except maybe you are doing a design or the page color is really necessary. You see our page borders. You see our watermark. Okay, that is it for page layout as a beginner. As we advance, I will explain more things for you to understand. This watermark, you can type something that will show a text or any image that will show as a watermark in the center of your document, just as you see here. Then another one is references, mailings, review, view. All these ones are things that as we advance in this course, you understand more. You don't see the BVN. You see the BVN. See the BVN. Okay. Okay, now still on my workspace. If you want to type to the next line or you want to move to the next line, you just click the enter key on your keyboard. So this is my enter key as I click. Okay. If you click the enter key, the text supposed to start from the next line in writing. The first line I wrote, my name is Ekemini Eshed. If I click enter key, it takes me down so I can type anything. I am a tutor at. Any mistake you make, you click the backspace. Once you click the backspace, you see that you are able to delete your text backward. Okay, that's my typing. Then there is a mistake here. I can take my cursor here or where from the insertion point where my cursor is. Delete. Okay. Now this is the basic things that you need to understand about Microsoft Word, and our group is open for any kind of question. If you're having any challenge while doing your job, let me see, go further. Click enter key. My computer is on cap lock. That's why everything is being typed on capital letters. So let me remove it from cap lock. Let's type and see. From what I see, this particular font that I'm using does not allow typing with small letters. This particular font that I'm making use of is not allowing typing on with small letters. That's why I've removed my computer from cap lock. Even if I put it on cap lock, it's still the same thing. So what I will do now is to change the font. This font doesn't allow small letters. That's lowercase. So let me go back to font. Let's go back to font and change the font. Let me highlight my work. I want to change, or let me change the font from here. I will no longer be using this font. Click on it. Let's use Arial. Let's use Arial. Let's use Arial. So my text will now be typed on Arial. Let me change the color to black. Okay. Okay, I can now type on lowercase, which is the small letters. So if I want to change it to small letters, I will remove it on cap lock. When it's on cap lock, it means it will be typing on capital letter. So I'll remove it on cap lock. Okay, can go ahead to type. Wow, it's as simple as ABC. It's not hard. We welcome questions from you, and any form of question we are ready to answer. If you encounter any difficulty, do well to ask us questions and we will answer you in both our Telegram and WhatsApp group. So as we progress in this lesson, we will show you many things about Microsoft Word, how to type document, how to do so many things on Microsoft Word. So this is just an introductory part to Microsoft Word, and I believe that you have understand many things from the ones I've explained. And I hope that you practice from your own end and also become perfect. Computer is not hard. The more you keep on practicing it, the more you get to understand and know it very well.